Cardinal Bazaar here. We are in Rimini with Tayfun Bayraktar.
I was placed 36 after Swiss, and I was the third most successful Draco player in the tournament. I played true Draco because the meta game evolved that far against pure Zoo that you couldn't play a deck that just loses to every card in the meta. So if you played pure Zoo yourself, you got Aldo hate. So we played Draco like Nico Stierkamp did in the German Nationals to outplay them.
Okay.
So the main deck, 3 Dynamite, it's the best Dragon card, 3 Ignis and 1 Masterpiece. There was a discussion between playing 2 Masterpiece and 2 Ignis, but in the end Ignis is the better draw and Masterpiece just sucks going second against Zodiac because most of the time you cannot tribute summon it with a monster, so you have to deal with like Spell Trap and then it just gets fought by Trident. Then we play 3 of each Draco Spell Trap. They are all combo pieces, so you cannot cut them down. Regarding Diagram, we didn't want to play Terraforming because Diagram in itself isn't that good of a card if the things you pop aren't generating advantage. So, and going first, these cards don't generate any advantage, and going second, Diagram just doesn't resolve. So it was more of a filler card than a power card. It was just for consistency, so we see these cards more often. Then the draw engine, double desires, triple duality and triple demise. Most people think demise is the best one, and it usually should be the best one, but in my case duality was the best because it fixed most of my hands, and I couldn't really resolve demise the way you should, so I either had triple demise or I had too many cards in the edge, so I just had to set the demise and never could use it. Then more filler cards, 1 Upstart Goblin and 2 Waterfall of Dragon Souls. So what Waterfall does, you can search a worm monster, or you can send any number of worm monsters from your hand or your side of the field to the graveyard and draw the same number of cards plus 1. So it fixed hands without any monsters and it fixed hands with too many monsters, so it was the perfect filler card. And people didn't play around tribute summons in their turn if I activated the Demise because my hand was empty, and then I just could search my single Masterpiece with Waterfall and just end the game with Masterpiece. Then the anti-zoo cards, triple barrier, 1 skill drain and triple cherries. You need these cards to fight Zodiac because in the end Zodiac is the better deck, the better engine, but with these cards you can probably beat them.
Okay, that was the main deck.
The extra deck is mainly cherry targets and things you can summon with cherries, so it's 1 Merkaba. This should probably be Purgatrio because Merkaba doesn't hurt this deck, and Purgatrio can OTK you. 1 Dweller, 4 different zoos. Crystal Wing because Windwitch sucks, Denglong and Trish against Dino. This is just here for game 1. For game 2 and 3 we side cherries out against Dino, but you need them game 1. But I didn't face any Dinos. 1 Omega, 1 Vermilion because you can summon it yourself in the mirror match and recycle Ash Blossoms. 1 Crimson Blader and for the mirror match because you can summon it with cherries game 1, attack, and they cannot summon anything for 2 turns. Fields to out Monster Trap Masterpiece, and it's just a win condition in the mirror match. And lastly, 1 Utopia Beyond and 1 Ptolemy M7. These are here to Ptolemy M7 is here to out Crystal Wing, summoned by Wind Witches, because you can reduce the attack with Apocalypse and just attack with a monster that doesn't have a level.
Okay.
For the side deck we have the second copy of Masterpiece. This is here for the mirror match because to out your opponent's Masterpiece you need your own, and in reverse your opponent needs to have many resources to out your Masterpiece. Triple Ash, triple Cyclone, triple chalice, triple deflector, and 2 traps. All these cards can be sided in a mirror match depending on going first or second. In theory, we wanted to side these in going first, but during the tournament I played against 5 pure Draco decks. I saw that these cards weren't that effective. Like, I got deflected 3 times myself and it never did anything, and then I decided not to side it in myself. Macrocosm was too much of a risk because if you draw too late, it doesn't do anything, and warning was okay. These were perfect, like Cosmic Cyclone and Ash could just end the game right there. Especially Cosmic Cyclone, if your opponent didn't have that many resources and they needed to resolve that one trap, you just end the game and kill them. And Chalice was also against Zodiac. This could have been in the main deck if I cut the Waterfalls. Yeah, because after turn 1 Hammer Kong isn't that big of a deal, and Zodiac needs to resolve Riptail to beat you, and if you activate Chalice and damage step, they lose. They get so much damage and they lose their XYZ monsters.
Oh,
So
okay. Any last words?
Yeah, big shoutouts to Nico Schlierkamp and Tom Virgus, who built the deck mostly, and also Max Weintraub. Congratulations to all people who topped the event. It was a great experience. I enjoyed Rimini greatly, and see you at future events.
Okay, thank you.